You know, we get a lot of emails into the show with listeners asking us for all sorts of things. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. We get phone tap requests, of course, from people who want to prank their friends. We get second date requests from people who want to go out with the rejects that called in. They're like, oh, that poor guy who got turned down today in your second date sounded very smart, very, very smart, and I would like to go out with him.
We should start a leftovers segment.
Really, though?
I know he has 4 other girlfriends, and that's the reason that he couldn't get a date, but I think I'd like to be the 5th. Secret bathroom pictures of myself. People are emailing in for that a lot, and I always deliver, so hit me up. And then we get some emails that are urgent cries for help, and that's exactly what one of our listeners named Taylor said. She recently heard a segment on her show, and now she's very nervous because apparently she had a plan to do something similar. So she agreed to talk to us on the air about it. Taylor, how you doing?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys chatting with me about this.
Okay.
No problem. So what segment was it that you heard that made you nervous?
Yeah, the other day you guys had one about how the best man ruined his friend's wedding by proposing during the ceremony.
Oh, yeah, that was awful. He was officiating the wedding, and he literally stopped the wedding to propose to his girlfriend. Like, it was a story that went viral.
Yeah. It made me very nervous because
So, are you planning on doing that?
No, I'm not planning on doing that, but I had a plan that I think is a little more respectable than that. But my sister is getting married this weekend, and I'm the maid of honor for her wedding.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, big responsibility.
And so basically, I recently found out that I was expecting with my boyfriend.
Hey, congrats!
And
What are you expecting?
A baby,
No,
Jubal.
Yeah, well, a baby, of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were expecting. Maybe something else. Okay, so you recently found out that you're gonna have a baby.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And my boyfriend doesn't know yet. Nobody in my family knows yet. And I wanted to take the time during my maid of honor speech during the reception to announce this to everybody.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
wait, hold on. Why would you think that is a good idea?
Well, because all the family's together.
No, let her answer, Jose.
Sorry.
Honestly,
Jose,
exactly.
way to think like a pregnant woman, Jose. You probably got it exactly right. Jose's like, I'll handle this question, okay? As the hormonal female in the room, let me take this. Is that why though, Taylor?
Yes, that is one of the reasons, actually. My whole family will be there. I thought it would be awesome to announce to everybody at the same time. You know, we don't all get together all at once a lot. And so I think it could be a celebration not only for me, but for my sister, for my boyfriend, for everybody. It'll save me a couple phone calls as well.
Oh, yeah, save you time, which is always a good reason to steal your sister's thunder, is for you to save some time.
Here's the thing also is that it is so hard to surprise my boyfriend, and I know that he will not be expecting this at all. He'll be so thrilled and everything. And
Wait, hold on. Are you sure he'll be thrilled? Because if he's not expecting it at all, I'm guessing that means you guys haven't had a lot of kid talk, nor were you trying to get pregnant.
Right, but, you know, we've been together for a couple years. It's been a very long time. We've had the, marriage talk and everything. It just hasn't happened yet. But, we're down that path. It'll be, I think he will be happy. I just know that he is the hardest person to surprise.
Okay. Well, Taylor, let me ask you this. How would you react if it was your wedding and your sister did the same thing? Would that upset you?
My sister and I are super close. I mean, for me, honestly, I think I would be happy for her. And here's another thing. Like, she told me I could say whatever I want during my maid of honor speech. So
I think
you have to get upset about it.
Okay, but here's the thing. When she says you can say whatever you want during your maid of honor speech, she's talking about you could say whatever you want about me during your maid of honor speech, meaning share embarrassing stories from your guys' childhood, not turn the attention on you during her big day.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to chat with you guys because I am really nervous now about all of this, and I don't know what to do because I think that this is all just ruining the plan that was in my head.
We did just get a text message in that said, my sister-in-law announced that she was pregnant during my wedding, and we haven't talked since. It's been 2 years.
Ooh, really?
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
really?
even if I wouldn't even tell people on the side I was pregnant at my sister's wedding, just because I don't think that that's a proper place, right?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, she did tell me that I could say anything. Like, we're super close. I think that it could be something that we celebrate all together.
Yeah, and it could add to the day, not take away from her. It could add to the celebration of the wedding. It could be like, and also,
Exactly.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah, but what if your boyfriend isn't actually excited? I mean, like I said, you guys weren't trying. You don't know people's reaction to huge news like that, especially if he doesn't surprise very well. Then maybe he doesn't like surprises.
Uh-oh.
Well, if he's not excited, that would definitely add extra entertainment for the whole
He
day.
gets mad.
And it's too bad, Taylor, that this wasn't a little bit more down the road, because maybe you could even actually have the baby at the
Oh,
wedding.
good idea. Hide
That
it
would've
for
been-
9
Aren't you
months.
funny?
There's no way you can have her postpone the wedding for a little while and then just give birth right there. A lot of people texting in at 78592 say that you shouldn't do it.
No. And not that. Why can't you wait till the next day when all your family's at brunch together?
Because it's not like I'm doing it during the actual ceremony. Like your segment the other day, he interrupted the entire wedding for this.
Yeah.
I'm doing it at a celebration where people are going to be drinking and having fun. People will probably be asking me why I'm not drinking, and then I can just tell them all at the same time exactly why.
No.
Okay, well,
no, I'm
you
still
said
not
you
sold
would
on this.
You said you would take phone calls, so text in 78592. Call us. What advice do you have for Taylor? Should she announce her pregnancy at her sister's wedding, or should she save it for another time? Call us. Text us. 78592. We'll take your texts and calls right after this.
Everybody get your...
Text in at 78592 just says, don't do it, in all caps, like over and over and over again. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. We're talking to Taylor. She listens to the show, and she heard a segment we did the other day where this dude interrupted his friend's wedding. He was the best man and officiant of the wedding and got down in the middle of the ceremony and asked his girlfriend to marry him. It made international news, and everybody was saying how insensitive that was and how he made the day all about him and everything else. And she heard that segment and then emailed us because she wanted to talk to us because she has a similar plan for her sister's wedding that's coming up this weekend. She doesn't want to do it in the actual ceremony, but in the reception, she wants to announce that she is pregnant, and she's asking, should she do it or shouldn't she do it? And so far, most of the people texting in at 78592 say that you shouldn't do it, Taylor. What do you think?
I mean, I hear them, but I still am not totally convinced.
And I forgot to ask, why don't you want to just talk to your sister about this beforehand?
Because I think that it would be awesome to not only surprise my boyfriend, but surprise my entire family. It's not like I'm just telling one person at a time. It's going to be, hundreds of people all at the same time. It's going to be like a celebration for everybody.
Yeah.
And I agree.
No.
It's efficient, and I like that. You don't have to waste your time with all the stupid announcements and phone calls and things like that. Just get it all done in one fell swoop. You got the wedding that everybody's been waiting for, and then also people can find out about that. All right, you said you'd take some phone calls, so let's go to the phones. Hey, Jason, what do you think Taylor should do?
Oh, I think she should absolutely do it.
What?
Like 100% Taylor.
Why? Why would she? Why?
I'll tell you why. Because if it goes crazy, like we all think it's going to go crazy, she records it. She puts that on the YouTube,
Oh my
and she's
God,
going
you
to
guys.
make so much money.
No. You guys.
I agree.
Okay. Listen.
So much
The
money.
baby.
No. This is her sister's wedding. It is the most priceless day that will happen to her, besides probably getting pregnant or giving birth herself.
Well, it doesn't have to
You
be
know what?
priceless.
Babies,
Make some money on it.
yeah, babies are expensive. I have 3 babies, and let me tell you, if I had been able to make some money off of YouTube when it was coming up, oh man, I would have videotaped everything. I would have videotaped like how it was made, why it was made, when it was made, all the way up to giving birth. It would have been awesome.
Okay, Taylor, what do you think about that? Trying to get some YouTube fame out of it.
You know what? That is a good way to stack up all those baby costs.
No, Taylor, the reason you'd get famous is because you're a total a-hole. That's why you would get famous. You realize that, Taylor?
No, I really think that you guys are not looking at it from a different perspective. I don't think it's as a-hole-ish as you think.
Well, and your family would have the video forever. You could always go back to the wedding, baby announcement.
So your sister can constantly be reminded on how selfish her sister
Yes.
is.
I just mean
Exactly.
even if it doesn't go viral.
Let's take another phone call, Taylor. Anna, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. And what do you think Taylor should do?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe nobody has put this girl in her place. She is so selfish. That is not what the wedding day is about. It's about her sister. Absolutely don't do it. It's so self-centered, so narcissistic. And the fact that you can actually think you'll make money off of it, that's not how YouTube works. You just ruin your life and everybody's life. Money doesn't just pop up out of YouTube.
Yeah,
Wait,
thank you.
it doesn't?
No.
That's
I mean,
disappointing to
so
know.
self-centered. This is ridiculous. Don't do that, Taylor.
Do you feel like you're being selfish, Taylor?
No, here's the thing. The point of this was not to make money. I just, the previous caller just said that, and I was joking. But I just really want to do it just so that it can be. It's a double celebration of life. My sister is starting her life with her husband, and I'm starting a life with my boyfriend and our child.
No, think about this, Taylor.
No, you don't. You're such a stupid millennial. Like, you are only thinking about yourself.
Okay.
You're not thinking about your sister and your sister's day. It's not about you and your boyfriend. It's about her and her husband.
Thank you.
Whoa.
I don't know. My sister and I are super close, and I think
Well,
that
you're not going to be for long. If you do this, you won't be close. I'll tell you that.
She has a good point. I mean, Taylor, here's the thing. No matter how close you are with your sister, imagine if you were in the middle of giving birth of the child that you're expecting and your sister walks into the room and announces that she's pregnant. Like, how would you feel?
I don't know. I would be happy
No,
for her,
you
especially
wouldn't.
if it was during when I was giving birth and our kids could be friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Basically, Taylor, everybody's telling you not to do it.
Yeah, I do hear that.
Are you, but I mean, do you understand? Like, I don't think that people are thinking you're a bad person. It's good that you kind of had this moment to realize, like, ooh, hey, maybe they shouldn't do this. Are you going to listen to people's advice?
I mean, I hear that side. I also still can see my side of it. I think I just need to think about it.
Think about
Yeah.
it more?
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay. And the money thing, do you really feel like now that he brought that up, that caller that called in and said you could make money on YouTube?
That was a joke. Come on. I have a job. My boyfriend has a job. We can afford a baby.
And here's the other piece that other people are bringing up. Like, if you think, like, hey, it's a double celebration, are you paying for half the cost of her reception then?
I'm not. No.
Okay. So you're basically trying to save time and save some money on telling your family at the reception.
I was just thinking it was a celebration of life, of different
Yeah.
life points.
Everyone's already in a good
All
mood.
I'm saying
I understand.
is one of my favorite moments from my wedding is my maid of honor speeches. Like, they meant so much to me to talk about my relationship with that person. Not to listen about their relationship with their boyfriend and whether or not they were going to have a baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
Taylor,
have a lot to think about, I think.
if you just tuned in, Taylor is on the phone. She's thinking about announcing her pregnancy at her sister's wedding this weekend, and she's not sure if it's a good idea. So far, we've taken a lot of calls that have told her don't do it. One phone call that told her to do it and film it and put it on YouTube and try to make some money. And most people texting in at 78592 say it's very selfish and she's going to ruin her sister's wedding day and her sister may never talk to her again. Taylor, have you made your decision? Do you know what you're going to do based off of our audience feedback?
Yeah, I think I do have a decision. I do want to thank everybody for their input and all. I really am listening and taking it to heart and all, but in the end, I know my sister better than any of the callers, and I think that she would be happy, and I gotta follow my gut, and my gut is telling me to do it.
Oh,
Really? I mean, here's the thing, Taylor, of course your sister's going to be happy that you're pregnant. Of course she is, right? That's a
yeah.
huge thing. She's not going to be happy that you're announcing it at the wedding, though.
At the reception.
I just think that I know our relationship better than anybody else, and I'm following my gut.
Well,
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, this is
Well,
horrible.
Good luck this weekend. You have a good time at the wedding, and good luck on your announcement.
Give us an update, okay?
Yeah, I will for sure.
And before the wedding, make sure your video camera's batteries are charged, okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Move it 92.5.
Hey girl, what's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say a guy approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line on you. Are you from Hawaii or what? Because you got the biggest coconuts I've ever seen.
Oh, my gosh.
Step number 1, resist the urge to have your guy friends beat him up. Step number 2, lie through your teeth and tell him that you think he's soups funny. And then ask him to call you, and that's when you give him the loser line so that hopefully he calls up and leaves us an awkward voicemail that we can play for you on the air. Voicemails like this one.
First unheard message.
Yeah, look, I never do this, but I think there is something special between us. I don't know if it's love at first sight or what, but we really should get together and see what this thing is. See what this is really, I don't know, just see where it takes us. This could be something special.
Next message.
That's not creepy at all.
And he was definitely spot on with the mutual feeling there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely love at first sight if you get the loser line phone number. Here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Hey, this is just wanted to say sorry again for that little stain on your dress. I think mango comes out though, so I guess I owe you a drink. And yeah, again, sorry for looking through your purse too. Sorry, my bad. But call me back.
Next message.
Happened? He spilled a drink on her, obviously. Sounds like her drink on her, and then started looking through her purse.
It sounds like he almost did it as like a ploy, a distraction, so that he could get to her purse.
Yeah. I don't have enough money to pay for my drink. What do? I'm going to walk up to a girl, spill her drink on her, then act like I'm maybe trying to get something to wipe it up out of her purse and just grab money so I can pay for my drink.
And then it turns out he asked for her phone number at the end of all that. Like,
creative way to get a phone number. Remember, if you want the special loser line phone number, all you have to do is text the word loser, L-O-S-E-R, to 78592. We'll give you that number that you can give to somebody who's hitting on you that you would rather not have hitting on you, so they can call us and leave us great voicemails like this one.
Next message.
Hey, Dan, it's Jackie. I guess this is my 24th message, but who's counting, right?
That what you want? You want more messages? Because you're going to get more messages from me. Because we are supposed to be together. And I'm going to lie down. I'm going to call you in 5 minutes if I don't hear from you. All right?
Next message.
So either he's just like legit super crazy, or he's a guy who's really into wrestling. It sounds like a wrestling rant right there. I'm going to call you as many times as it takes to call you until you call me back. So mad.
I really want to go with the WWE angle because the other angle is really creepy.
She obviously did not call him back because he called the loser line. So Jesse followed through with his promise and kept leaving messages on the loser line. Here's another one from Jesse.
Next message.
Dan, it's Jess again, and I'm not even going to ask the question. You know what the question is. The question is, why aren't you calling me back? Where does our relationship stand from now? Huh? Like, where are we going to go? Like, where are we going? Because I don't know where I'm going. I wake up and I think, hey, Danielle, where is she? What is she doing? Who is she talking to? Who is she with? Who are you with, Danielle? Who's there? Huh? Who's with you? Huh? If I knocked on the door right now, knock, 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 would you answer? No, you wouldn't. You would just leave me outside like a piece of old junk mail. I'm not junk mail, Danielle. Danielle and Jesse sitting in a tree. KISSING. Call me. I forgive you.
Next message.
See, so the loser line is not only fun for people to listen to, but it's also helping save lives, I think.
Yeah, and can be used later as police evidence.
Yeah. When he asks, where does the relationship go now? Where does it go now, Danielle? It goes straight to the courts.
Yeah.
And probably a restraining order and maybe some jail time for you, sir.
And how does he come back from that? Like, what if she calls him and she's like, hello? He's like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
How are you?
What if he was calling her and actually had her phone number and she just happened to be busy and not calling him back and then checks in 30 messages later? That's what he leaves.
The hair on the back of my neck stood up when he said knock, knock, knock.
It was very creepy.
Creepy, like the Joker or something.
Here's the last message from today's edition of the Loser Line.
Next message.
Hey, what it do? What it be? This is Steve. We met last night. Had a fantastic time with you. Absolutely gorgeous woman. I want to also thank you, and I'm kind of embarrassed that you had to pick up the tab last night. That'll never happen again, but I really appreciate it. I do look forward to hearing from you. Please give me a call. My number is 542. But yeah, thank you again for everything, and once again, that'll never happen again. All right. Give me a call. All right, bye.
End of
You know what?
messages.
He's right. That actually will never happen again because he'll never get a chance to see her again.
Do you know, is it bad that I'm like, actually, he sounds lovely. She should have given him her real number.
Yeah, I think that is bad.
Yeah.
60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day, but before we do that, I'm sure you guys all saw the email we got this morning from our general manager.
No.
And we knew that this was eventually coming. But the company says, quote, beginning 2 weeks from today, our company will begin commencing random drug tests on its employees.
Are you for real?
Yep.
I honestly didn't get this email.
But we feel very strongly that all of our staff should be drug-free in keeping with our company policies.
Are they nuts?
Employees will be asked to give either blood or urine samples.
Okay.
I've got those in my bag, so I can just give those to them. None of the results will be made public. If found positive for drugs, the employee will be given a one-time warning. After 2 positive tests, they must undergo treatment immediately.
Shut up. Oh my God. Everyone's going to be in rehab.
Everyone's going to rehab.
All that says to me is vacation. Free company paid vacation.
I hope it's one of those rehabs where they do a lot of yoga too.
It says, if an employee's result is positive, he or she will be contacted by someone from Human Resources. The representative will guide you through your options. If the employee is unwilling to comply, he or she will be asked to work elsewhere. Our company is dedicated to being drug-free.
Yeah, our company's dedicated to being freaking lame, man.
So what do you do if you test positive? You're going to need a good excuse.
Oh, okay.
And that's why we found a study of normal everyday things that can actually make you fail a drug test. So you can blame it on one of these things. Here you go. Let's go over the list. Number 4, tonic water.
What? Really? How would tonic water make you fail a drug test?
Tonic water has something called quinine in it, which is sometimes mixed with street drugs. So if it shows up on a drug test, you can just say that you've had a lot of tonic water.
Yeah,
and it's got to be the quinine.
I'm sorry, I drank 10 gallons of it today.
Love the stuff.
It's crazy.
Number 3, cold medicines. Studies found that decongestants can make you test positive for meth, and certain types of antibiotics can make you test positive for opiates like heroin. So you're just taking a bunch of cold meds and antibiotics.
That's good.
Oh my God.
Number 2, a high dose of ibuprofen. It can mess with the test and make it look like you have marijuana in your system. So if you have a headache the day before a drug test, you should take aspirin or Tylenol, not Advil, with ibuprofen in it.
Interesting.
I feel like anytime someone knows all of these excuses, though, it's also a red flag. Like, wait a minute.
And the number 1 excuse you can use when you fail a drug test is baby soap.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say that you like to party.
Yeah, that's a good excuse too. Baby soap. Sometimes newborns are tested to find out if the mom was on anything, and it's not clear why, but a study in 2012 found that some types of baby soaps can cause false positives for marijuana.
Dude, how messed up is that if you just gave birth to this kid and then you're getting accused of being a druggie?
Oh yeah, you druggie. We're taking your kid away. You're like, no, I've just been cleaning a lot with this new soap. Whatever. Druggie.
How many times did that have to happen before they figured it out?
Oh, no.
So there you go. That's how you Tell them that you tested positive for your drug test. Just blame it on one of those things. All right, let's get in the shock collar question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Jose is drawing a name out of the hat because he had the shock collar last. Who'd you get?
I got my own name. Dang it.
Here you go. Jose's got the shock collar while he's putting that on. Jeffrey, please read Jose the shock collar question of the day.
Back in 2008, Snickers decided they wanted to jump on the energy drink bandwagon, so they created a new candy bar called Snickers Charged that was infused with taurine, vitamin B, and 40 milligrams of caffeine. But that was nothing compared to the other candy bar that decided to go over the top and double the caffeine, double the taurine, double the everything with more stimulants than a can of Red Bull.
What?
It was only available at Walgreens and 7-Eleven, but sales were so low they discontinued it after a year. What candy bar was it?
Sounds healthy.
Oh my gosh, you have a heart attack over a candy bar?
So it means it was like another candy company that I would know made it? Is that what you're saying?
What candy bar was it?
Jeez,
That's a candy bar.
It's a pretty clear question,
the question was
Jose.
pretty
I mean,
obvious.
I don't know
If
how
I've
you...
ever heard of it, like if it was called like
What
crazy,
candy bar?
crazy
You mean the
chocolate.
address of the building where it was made?
I'm saying I don't know the title of this crazy energy bar.
Just
so if I
what
don't know
candy
it-
bar? Like Twix, okay?
There you
Is it
go.
Twix? Is it
That is-
Butterfinger? That's all he
I'm
wants to
asking.
know.
Is it another candy bar that named it, or do I
That
have
is
to,
a-
do I have to think of Jolt candy bar? or
Don't
something
follow up
crazy?
his question with a dumb question, is what everybody wants to say.
Okay, thanks, Brooke.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Where are you at in your head?
Well,
An extra charged candy bar.
I'm trying to think of the candies that are already like doing way too much. Like,
All of them?
I guess you're
Whatchamacallit?
right.
Pretty much.
I think of like the richest candy I can think of, like Reese's. But
Dude,
Maybe that's not the
I
right
don't
way to
think
think.
Reese's are bad because they've come out with a lot of different variations of Reese's. They have the Reese's Sticks, they have
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces, they have
that's
Reese's
true.
Cups.
Oh, maybe I should think about that. What are the candies that have branched out more than any? And the one that I think I know which one it is.
Read the question one more time, Jeff.
Back in 2008, Snickers created a new energy-infused candy bar called Snickers Charged. It was infused with taurine, vitamin B, and 40 milligrams of caffeine, but it was nothing compared to the other candy bar that decided to double that caffeine, double the taurine, double everything with more stimulants than a can of Red Bull, but sales were so low they discontinued it after a year. Which candy bar was it?
I think I know the candy that has at least experimented the most of any other candy, and that's Kit Kat. They have
Kit
like
Kat's
a
not
million
bad.
different flavors in Japan.
Okay.
Or do you
And-
think it's going to be something that's up against Snickers, like a Milky Way? But I think those are made by
Oh.
the same company.
As competitive,
Because I
you're
think
right.
they're both M&M, but...
Man,
Kit Kat.
I think
Kit Kat crack.
yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna go with Kit Kat. I could see them coming out with. I mean, they have like a wasabi Kit Kat. So
Is that your final answer?
Yeah,
then?
Kit
Okay.
In 2009, the candy bar that went the furthest trying to make an energy-infused bar with a whopping 80 milligrams of caffeine, more than a can of Red Bull, was discontinued after just a year due to low sales. It was something called Butterfinger Buzz.
Oh man!
Yeah, just Bart Simpson hyped
Butterfinger
up,
Buzz.
man.
Wow,
All right.
Butterfinger.
All right, I got the question wrong, and somebody texted in and want to hear Pony by Genuine. You can sing that before you get shocked.
Ooh, nice.
Shock collar on. All right, whenever you're ready.
Jump on it, let's do it. Ride it, my pony, my saddle, waiting, coming, jump. Oh my God! I never knew when you were gonna touch it.
I know, you kept looking at me weird. And you were making eye contact while you were singing that song, and I didn't like it. All
It
right,
was kind of sensual between you two.
your phone tap's coming up in just a few minutes.
Moving 92.5.
I'm Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello.
Can I speak to Cora, please?
Yeah, hey, this is Cora.
Hi, Cora. This is Christian.
Who is this?
Are you serious? I'm pretty sure Melanie told you I'd be calling.
Melanie
Yeah. Do you know another Melanie?
I'm sorry. Who is? You said Christian. I'm not expecting a call from
Well,
somebody.
you should have been.
Help you with?
You seriously? Okay, I'm sorry she didn't tell you, but you should have been expecting my phone call. She recently hired me as her wedding planner, so I'm calling to connect with everybody participating in the wedding party.
Okay. So she didn't tell me you were calling. I think. Okay,
No,
fine.
she didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
whatever. It's
fine.
nice to meet you. Whatever.
All right. What can I help you with, Christian?
Well, I'm calling you to let you know that we're making some changes, and I would appreciate your help on this matter.
Okay. So what do you want me to help you with?
Okay, so I just picked the color palette for the wedding, and may I add, I believe the look is bold yet muted. It's gonna be ferocious.
Okay,
it's gonna
I'm
be
sorry.
Feroce.
Ferocious. So looking for you picked the color palette?
Yes, I did pick the color palette. It sounds like you have a problem with it. Is there something wrong?
Well, I mean, we've been talking about it for a while. I didn't realize that was still up in the air.
Listen, Melanie showed me what you guys were thinking, and it was complete.
Wow.
Like, it seriously gave me a migraine when I looked at her wedding colors. So we've thrown that out the window, and we've come up with something new.
Okay, she's been planning it for a while, but sure, we'll
yes.
talk.
Well,
yeah.
she hired me, and now I'm planning it. Okay, so if you're wondering, it's a mixture of sugar, custom turquoise, latte, and ashwood. So I hope you know where I'm going.
Why don't you just tell me what you need from me and where you're going, okay?
I'm talking about your hair.
What about my hair?
What about your hair?
Yeah, what about my hair?
You're the one with red hair, correct?
Yes, I have red hair.
Yes, well, it's going to completely clash with all of the colors that I just said.
I'm sorry. My red hair is going to be a problem for you.
Yes. I'm sorry. Am I speaking Espanol or a different language? Because I'm pretty sure I just said that to you.
No, you're speaking incredibly tersely to me, and I don't quite. I think I need to talk to Melanie about this. We've been talking. My hair?
Yes.
My hair.
Yes.
Okay, you're helping a friend plan a wedding. This is not your wedding. You probably need to get over it, and my hair has nothing to do with your problems with this wedding.
Excuse me. Your friend hired me, Christian, to plan her wedding. So if I say to her, Cora is out of the wedding because of her hair, you're out. I've already talked to her about this. She's given me full reign. Her wedding is now my kingdom, and you are a servant in my kingdom, so you will do what I say.
Oh, no, you do not get to talk to another human. Look, you may be the best at what you do, but clearly you are not particularly good with people. And you know what? My hair is staying exactly as it is.
Your hair, your crazy, fiery red hair, I get it. It's all cool, but this isn't Game of Thrones. This is your friend's wedding, and you will dye your hair.
Sorry, excuse me? I have to dye my hair to be accepted to my friend's wedding. You're a idiot.
You can choose a blonde ombre type cut or something brown, but you can't have red hair at my wedding. It's going to clash with everything.
It's not your wedding. It's my hair. My hair that actually looks absolutely fantastic. If you're a designer, you should know how to work with any color.
Excuse me. This wedding is not about you. It's about your friend, and you're being a selfish right now. Seriously.
You just called your client's friend a selfish. You just called a client's friend selfish.
I did.
You jackass.
That's it. You're gone. Seriously, you're gone. You're done.
No,
You're done.
not out of this wedding.
You're done.
You're out of this
No,
wedding.
you're out, sweetie. You're seriously out.
No, you're out.
Yeah, I know. I've been there for a long time.
You're out.
I've been there. I've been out for a while now. Isn't that obvious? Should be obvious.
Are we even talking about the wedding at this point? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure. I sort of lost track somewhere. Were we talking about your hair or something else? I totally spaced.
What's going on right now?
Oh, right now? Right now it's like a prank phone call, sweetie. We're just doing a little prank phone call thing, you and I.
What?
It's a prank phone call. This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning doing a phone tap on you.
What?
Your sister Jessie set you up. She said she wanted to play a joke on you before your friend's wedding.
Oh my God, I'm going to kill you all.
Well, I can't believe that you won't change your hair color. Seriously, it's your friend's wedding. Stop being so selfish.
You are such an ass.
You're the worst.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
All right, Brooke, you're going for 18 wins in a row today.
Okay, that's respectable.
And you're going to be playing Hannah in Briar. What's up, Hannah?
It's actually Anna, Jubal.
Oh.
Well I wanted to call you Hannah. So,
ANNA.
yeah, I prefer Hannah right now. And you're a guest on this show to play Winbrook's Bucks.
Why are you so selfish?
It's
Anna?
pretty rude of you to tell me how to pronounce your name.
Oh, okay.
Fine, I'll go with Anna if it makes you happy since it's your
Right.
birth name.
She's probably
Yeah,
one of those
thank
people
you.
that always corrects people, huh?
Yeah.
Goes around
I
like,
am.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Jeez, Anna. Do you think you can beat Brooke today?
I'm sure going to try.
All right. Anna, I'm
All
out.
right, sending Brooke out of the studio. Anna, the game is played like this. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Brooke outright to win, okay?
Okay.
All right, she's outside. The door is closed, and your time starts now. According to Greek mythology, which person had snakes for hair and could turn onlookers into stone?
Medusa.
What city currently has the largest population in the world?
Tokyo.
Out of the 8 appendages an octopus has, how many of them are considered legs?
7.
Starry Night is a famous oil painting by what artist?
Van Gogh.
A 7,000-pound bronze sculpture of what animal can be found at the New York Stock Exchange?
Bull.
Got it. That one in on time. All right, we'll bring Brooke back into the studio. Very nice job, Anna.
Thank you.
I can see why you correct people a lot because you obviously have a lot of knowledge in your head.
Yes, I do.
Hannah, what are you
I'm
doing?
a lawyer.
Oh, you are a lawyer. Oh, geez. Okay, that's why. You're smart. How much schooling did you have?
7 years.
Yuck.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to UW,
Okay.
and then I went to Seattle U Law.
Oh, all right.
Well, we're talking to Smarty Pants.
Yeah, she's a lawyer.
7 years
Yeah.
of school and 100 hours a week for work. Cool, Anna. Good for you.
Probably got a nice house.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
And the majority of that is spent looking up Jubal's record, so.
Well, that's going to take a lifetime.
Yeah, it depends what kind of law you do. We might meet very soon.
Yeah.
Well, if you have kids and you're not paying your child support, maybe.
Oh.
One
well,
day, I strive for that, Hannah. So maybe I'll meet you someday.
I like it, Anna. You go get those people
Yeah.
out there.
All right, Brooke
I
is
will.
back in studio with her headphones on. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, your time starts now. According to Greek mythology, which person had snakes for hair and could turn onlookers?
Medusa.
What city currently has the largest population in the world?
Mexico City?
Out of 8 appendages on an octopus, how many are considered legs?
6.
Starry Night is a famous oil painting by what artist?
Van Gogh.
A 7,000-pound bronze sculpture of what animal can be found at the New York Stock Exchange?
Bull.
Same amount of questions in. Let's send it on over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with Jose. It's me, Mario. Bolaños.
Anna, you did great today. You got 4 correct.
Woo.
That is
Dang it,
really
Anna.
good.
I object.
Oh, God. All right.
Overruled.
Yeah, we're good. Anna's with you
Yeah.
on your lawyer jokes.
Yeah.
You're badgering the witness.
You know way too many of these. You've definitely been in court. Brooke?
Yeah.
Also 4 correct.
Oh.
On the last question.
Anna, I'm sorry. A tie goes to the house. I thought you might have beat Brooke. So Brooke gets her 18th win in a row, and you don't get any money.
And I can say all day that I'm as smart as a lawyer.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go over the answers. According to Greek mythology, which person had snakes for hair and could turn onlookers into stone? Medusa. What city currently has the largest population in the world? Tokyo, 38 million people. Out of 8 appendages on an octopus, how many are considered legs? 6. The front 2 are considered arms. Starry Night is a famous oil painting by Vincent van Gogh, estimated at $100 million. A 7,000-pound bronze sculpture of what animal can be found at the New York Stock Exchange? A bull. A charging bull. It's a symbol of strength and power and of money. Hey, Anna?
Yes.
You did not win cash today, but you got a room with a brew package at Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, which includes a free night stay at their hotel, a brewery tasting, and a $20 casino fun book.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, just north Seattle, off I-5, exit 210. All right, we'll play Winbrook's Bucks same time tomorrow.
Moving 92.5.